Lena returned home to her flat in Hoddesdon and quickly fell into her old ways.
Every day that it came along, she'd be nothing but complain about this feeling that she had, this as if she was living in a tunnel, as if she didn't want to exist. She couldn't cope with it, and that went on. If you met Lena any time, she would just talk about that continually, all the time. It never stopped.
Alone in her flat and living on state benefit, Lena became more and more obsessed with her static. She was convinced that her last hope was to have neurosurgery.
She wrote to me many times after she went back to England, telling me that she was convinced there was something that was veiling her ability to respond properly to treatment for anorexia. She asked me to help her find somebody to do a leucotomy. I couldn't dissuade her from thinking she needed surgery. And I also didn't feel I had the qualifications to decide whether she did or not.
Eventually, a surgeon at the University Hospital of Wales in Cardiff agreed to give Lena a capsulotomy. This is a controversial operation only carried out in extreme cases of depression. The operation involves inserting a probe into the brain to sever nerve pathways that control emotion.
Well, I remember her coming in about a couple of months ago, and she says, "Dad, what do you think about this operation? Do you think I should have it?" And I says, "Well, Lena, do you feel as if you must have it? I mean, Lena, I can't decide for you." And she says, "Dad, I want it." Well, I says, "Well, if you think that's what the answer is, do you think that's going to cure you?" She says, "I don't know, but I'm hoping it might." And I says, "Well, Lena, I know you can't go on the way you are. I know that much." Because she couldn't. She couldn't go on the way she was. There's no two doubts about that. And maybe this was a chance that everything might come right.
We had great hope in it because everything else had been tried, and I'm sure Lena would have did something to herself if she didn't get it. I feel that strongly.
I thought it was a drastic step for her to take, to have this procedure, but she was determined to have it done. And she said, "Do you think I could make a comeback?" And I said, "Of course, yes."
No one will know if the operation worked, as Lena died in hospital of a chest infection 3 weeks later.
I think to myself now, I wish maybe if I'd have said, "No, don't take it," I wonder if she'd still be here. I don't know. I just don't know. But for how much longer has she been here? It's a very, very difficult thing even to talk about, really.